Yes, I have my Christmas tree up, and now it's time for the long sigh. I've got to try and carry this into the workshop. Let's do the Mustang. So today I'm going to be doing stages 114 to 118, and I know it involves doing the trunk or the boot lid, and then I'm also going to be putting some of the headlights and the electrics in, and I believe I'm working on this top section here. But this car, look, it's a 1/6 scale Mustang. Now obviously on this channel you've seen me build 1/8 cars. I haven't actually done a 1/6, and it is heavy, so I want to give you another example of what it looks like at the moment. It's so big. Now, I'm only going to need the bodywork today, so I'm going to put it down. I need to put it down. Oh, it's very heavy. So, I need to work out. I'm going to take the, obviously I haven't joined this together yet, so I will just take the bodywork off because it's the bodywork we're working on. We're also going to be working on this front grille section here, which is cool. I don't know if this is still available. I have put all my links just down here like I normally do. They're also in the video description. But without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, so stage 114 is where we're starting today, and this is the magazine. As you see, we have got the grille section here. We've got another part of the headlights, and then we've got all the electrics that we're going to be putting into place here. And then we're going to be attaching this to that front end of the bodywork, just like that. By the look of it, once this is in place, are we putting both of these together? I think we are. So then the whole bodywork's going to be together. At the moment, this is in two pieces, you see. And this is the rest of the magazine. Okay, so here are all the things for stage 114 here, including all the electrics. And the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting the lenses into the reflectors. And all I'm going to do is take the lens, and there is a little notch onto this reflector for this to go, and push it into place like that. So that's how that looks. Do the same on the other reflector over here. Excellent. And once they're all in, I can bring up this section here and put these into place. So stamped with an L. So this is the left reflector going in there like that, which means the right reflector is going to be going in this side. And they're held in with DS02 screws. I put this in oil. We are going into metal. Make that tight. Excellent. Just do the other side. And now all of these wires here have got numbers on. These are the LED wires. So I'm looking for wire 11 first, which is this one. And what I want to do is take the join, because there's actually two LEDs on this, and just put that into the headlight that we just put in there. On the other side over here, I need wire 12, and that's going to be going into this side over here. Then I need indicator wire. This is number 13, which is going to be going into the lights just at the bottom here. So one this side. So by the process of elimination and without looking at the instructions, it means I'm going to be putting wire 14 just at the other side here. So there you go. They're all into place. We're not attaching these wires yet because obviously we still need to put the headlights in the front. But what I am going to do, while I just put that to one side, moving everything over, is bring up the front end of the car. And just to remind you, that is how that looks there. Well, I've got another cable here. What's this one? 15. They haven't asked us to do anything with 15 yet, so let me keep that to one side. Now, all of these wires here and here on this side are going to go through the hole that you can see just at the front here. They're going to go into this hole here. And then you've guessed it, we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. What I want to do then is pull this through, so I'm going to hold both wires together so I can marry up both of these on this side. As a matter of fact, I'm just looking at how they've got this here. They've even put the other LED through here as well, so this can go round. So put the LED through as well. All the wires now are coming through the holes, including the LEDs here, because I am going to be marrying up the fronts of this section here. Now, by the look of it, I am going to need to just fold down the LEDs here and this side for this to fit nice and flush in there. And there you go. That is how that's going to go on. Now, it's actually held in with DSO2 screws, which I've got already here. And I do need 4 of these. I'm going to start holding these together here. Okay, I have now got my mat, which I need to bring up and put this upside down like this. Because what I want to do is the wires that aren't LEDs, that are running down each side, I'm going to want to go in between these points here, here and here. I do have clips for that. The clips just go over the top and they're pushed into position. That'll pin the wires in so they're not going to go anywhere. And what I've done on one side, once again, I'm going to do just on the other side here. I am missing one clip, but I don't think it matters, to be honest with you, because I'm just making sure it's connected at either end there. Now I need the lights that we made in the previous pack, so let me just go get those. They were still in the house. I didn't know I was going to need these. Okay, let me just put the reflector back into the housing here. Probably best on the top camera. I'm going to be putting these into place. So we've got the right hand side one, which is going to go over here, and there is the locating pins, as you can see there. So let's get that one in there. Make sure that goes in. Perfect. And they're held in with 2 PSO5 screws just from this side here. So one at the top and one just down the bottom. And then we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. Now they do have lugs that line them up, so it is dictated to you which way round they go. Again, 2 screws just for this side. And then you can pretty much guess what we're doing. We're going to be taking the LED that I seem to have trapped there and putting these into those headlights. So one in there and one in the other side. I'll leave it like that at the moment, but I'm guessing we're going to have to tidy these wires up. So there's not too much coming out there. Now, of course, because I'm stupid, I was meant to put in the lower grille, which is going in here, just like that. The reason I'm stupid is because obviously I need to screw that in from this side, but now I've attached this to the side of the car. I didn't do that, so I better quickly do that now. In my defense, I was so focused on the headlights. I thought, where's that grille going? And then when I saw, I was like, ah, dang. I make mistakes, so you don't have to. And most of the time when I make mistakes, it's because I haven't been reading the instructions. So it is self-inflicted. Right, once that's in, perfect. I can now just put these screws back in on this front section. See, it didn't really make much of a difference. Okay, it's now time to piece the front section here that we've created, which is looking like that, with the back section. So let me bring that up. This is going to make this whole thing absolutely massive now. But to give you an idea, this is going to be attached in here. I don't want to be pinching any wires here. I'm going to keep them coming on the inside like this. And I'm going to line one side up at a time. So what I'll do is I'll do this side first. I'm going to make sure I've loaded some DSO2 screws up as well. Okay, that's one DSO2 screw going in there. Just move this down so you can see me get the one in this side, making sure this is not pinched. There you go, that's in there. So that's the 2 inner screws in place. Now I'm going to do the 2 outer ones over here. This is the last one just going in here. And with that in place, that is the front of the car put on the back. Let's try and hold this. So when that's done, that's looking just like that. That's now all complete. Now I've done that first because it's heavy. I've got 2 more bits to put in, and it does mean I'm bringing over the car now. And this wire here that I've got, which is wire 15, is actually going to go into the back of the dashboard here behind the steering wheel. So one light's going to go in that side, and the other LED is going to go in the other side. So they put pretty much all the lighting in one pack for us here. So it is a little bit moving around, but as you can see, that's in place. There's one other thing which I forgot. God, I'm having a good time with this, am I? This is the stage that never ends. Let me just bring that bodywork back up. And what it is, we've got this clip here, which is just going to go inside this channel here. And the way this is going to work is basically I'm going to be feeding this wire into the grooves at the top here. So one in there, and just this one in this side over here. And when I'm happy they're in there, that actually just gets pushed into the middle section here, just like this. And that's going to ensure that those wires are nice and tidy in there. Okay, that's perfect. And trust me, that definitely is now all there is to do in that stage. Let me just show you that's what that little clip looks like. Okay, stage 115. Here is the instructions. And as you can see, we've got the trunk now that we're going to start putting in. Nice quick stage, this one. This is the rest of the magazine. Now these metal parts tend to be well packaged in these little boxes here. Little boxes. Yeah, this is anything but little. So this is what that is looking like. All I'm going to do is just take out the stickers, which I need to put onto this badge here. So, got me tweezers. Let me just get these stickers off. And I'll be putting them into place on this section here. Excellent. So that's how that's looking. This actually gets put into the back of the car just here. There are lugs there, but I am holding it in with one of these screws. This is a PS09 screw. And I'm just attaching this from this side here. And with that in place, that's all there is to do in that stage. In stage 116, I think most of the work now is going to be on that trunk section. You see, we've got the inner lining to put in and a catch. So it's looking like that. That's the rest of the magazine. And here is stage 116. Now, I don't intend on moving this around. So what I am just going to do is take the inner lining here. I love the colour of that. And put this into place. Now there is a locating pin on this, so this can only go in one way. It's going to go in just like that, so it's sort of leaning off in that direction. Now I'm holding that in with 2 PS01 screws. These are silver screws. I've got them here. So that's one, and this is the second one. And then this is going to go into the trunk here. So it's actually going, let me get it right, this way round, lining everything up. And I'm holding this in with some DS02 screws. And these are going to go in the top here. Oh, I just heard that snap into place then. What we want to make sure of is that these posts go through here, because obviously that's what we're going to be mounting the hinges to. Don't worry about the mat. I'm not actually holding this onto the desktop, so it's not on the mat directly. But there you go. With that done, that's all there is to do in that stage. Penultimate stage, stage 117. It's the instructions. You see we've got some more frame here, and we have got the hinges. And it looks like, are we putting this into place? Looks like we are putting this into place. And this is the rest of the magazine looking like this. Let's get this open. I keep sighing thinking I've got to lift that bodywork back up now. It's amazingly heavy. It's so heavy. Okay. Let's take what we've just done. And I'm going to be putting this into place. Now this is actually going to be going around this section here, but we do have this center stalk here which has actually been put in transit to keep it running. We're going to need to cut that off. So I've got my sprue cutters here, and I'll snip this at these points. So it should look like that, still with the little knob at the bottom there. Now these knobs here actually go into the holes on this side, so when I put it in, I'm going to sort of like put it at an angle, and then I'm pushing it from the bottom on these sides here, so that they go into the holes that I've got down the bottom. So 1, 2, that one's 3. And when they're in at the front, I can just push it over the back. And there's 2 holes at the back to push that in as well. And that actually holds itself in, just like that. I now need to put the hinges on. This is the hinges, and obviously being so big, they have to be metal. And these are going to go this way. So this one's going to go on here. So they're pointing inwards. This one's going to go on here. They are labelled, I believe. Just make sure that they are facing in like that. They're being held in with DSO2 screws. So 2 each side. And then I'm going to need to bring up that bodywork. Probably best on the top cameras here. Put this into place. So this is going to be going on top here. Yeah, I'm having problems getting this to fit in here and push it back. I think what I'm going to have to do, which is a little bit crazy, is actually, never done this before, is actually take the hinges off, or at least make them extremely loose, which I am just going to do on both sides here. Which will actually enable me to get this into position, as you can see here, to where this actually needs to go. Because that was really hard to get in there, and I think, I mean, even though we're going to be putting plates in here, I don't think this is coming out because of that. I don't know if that's just my model that's got that issue, but there we go. That's in. But I do have these hinge pins now to put in. These are basically just going over the top here on that side. And on this side, they're held in with 1 DS2 screw just through the hole there. But I'll be honest with you, I don't think those hinges were going anywhere anyway. Get this one in. But there you go. So with that in place, that is that boot section in. It does hold itself up, as you can see on the side camera there. And then that's how it is when it's down. Nice. So in the last stage of this pack, and in the last stage of this workout today, I have now got the tailgate panel, which we're going to start collating together, just like this. We're actually going to be putting this on the car as well, so it actually does tidy up that whole section at the bottom there to finish off with, so that's cool. Again, big metal part this is, so let's just open this up. This is what that panel is looking like. Okay, I'll just get all of these bags open. And the first thing I want is the fuel cap, which looks like this. And I'm actually going to be putting this on the hinge. So let's just take this out. And we do have a little tiny hinge in this bag. So let's get my magnifying glasses back on. Now these really tiny PS15 screws here, this is what's going to hold the hinge into place. So basically I want one side of this hinge going in here, and I will hold that in, get my tiny screwdriver, with one of these screws. So the hinge is in that side, then I need to load up a screw so I can get its buddy just into the other side here. That was amazingly fiddly, but as you can see, that is now hinged. Now I'm not attaching that at this time. What I am going to be doing is bringing up the bodywork again. And I want to attach now the bodywork support, which looks just like this. It's just going onto this end here. Perfect. I've got a flanged PS11 screw here. And I'm actually going to be securing that in just from this side here. It's only held in with the one screw. I'm then going to be taking this panel like this and having it this way round. This is actually just now going to be fitting into that section like that. Now it's held in with DS12 screws and it's 4 each side. And I've had to turn it round because I am not left-handed. So these are flange screws and they basically go 1, 2, 3, 4 and the same on the other side there. While I got it upside down, we now get to put this fuel cap into place, just into the middle here. And it's being held in with 2 PS14 screws. And one the other side here. So that's into place. And with that done, that's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. So that is what it's looking like from the back. And obviously we can open the boot up there. Just like that. We have got the filler cap here, which opens just like that. I can't hold this. Let's put this down. And I've still got to put that on the bodywork yet. It's a great build, but oh God, my arms ache now. They physically ache. Anyway, I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.